In tonight's Then and Now, a trip to the heart of Cleveland. Public Square is considered the city's center, a gathering place and a stage for history. Leon-Bibb shows us how this familiar space has changed with time, yet continues to represent the same Cleveland spirit.
A gathering place, long the city's center. In many ways, Cleveland's emotional heartbeat, Public Square. It began in 1796 when Connecticut surveyor Moses Cleaveland arrived where the winding Cuyahoga River meets the great expanse of Lake Erie. In this forested land, he found a place to begin, a beginning spot.
They were mimicking what you would find in New England, a town square in New England. And so when they laid out the lots, the first maps of Cleveland basically show this square, and it was called, eventually became Public Square.
Case Western Reserve University historian Dr. John Grabowski knows Cleveland's beginnings well, a time when this land was home to Native American tribes. When New England settlers came, the small village on Lake Erie's shoreline and along the Cuyahoga banks grew around a central square.
It was initially a grazing ground for cattle.
Named for Moses Cleaveland, the community grew. By the Civil War, Cleveland had become an industrial force. And when President Abraham Lincoln was assassinated in 1865, mourners filled Public Square's old stone church as the funeral train passed through the city.
There were over 100,000 people who came to view Lincoln's catafalque.
Public Square has always been where Clevelanders come together in grief, in gratitude, in celebration.
When the troops came back from the Civil War, prior to Lincoln's, well, just about that, they were mustered out en masse on Public Square.
In time, the Soldiers and Sailors Monument rose as a testament to the city's Union soldiers, names etched in honor, a reminder of sacrifice. Through generations, the square has remained the community's common ground, a place to gather, to speak out, to remember. It has also been a stage for progress. In 1879, inventor Charles Brush illuminated the square and history.
Cleveland has long been a city of firsts. First with an electrically lighted public square in 1879.
They erected a 100-foot tall pole on Public Square, and they put the lamp on the top of the square.
Over my shoulder, a replica of one of the lights. Cleveland marked the beginning of electrically lighted plazas and squares around the world.
Today, much has changed and much remains. From a rough clearing to a modern crossroads, Public Square has witnessed the city's ups and downs, its falls and comebacks. And it still stands as Moses Cleaveland once declared, "This must be the place." For 3 News, I'm Leon-Bibb.